Hey, how do you do guys? It's Brahim here and welcome back to the very first episode of our FIFA 21 Career Mode. Now as you can see I just set up my manager. He looks nothing like me, I did my very best. The only thing he has of me is my awful sense of fashion. Obviously called Brian Belger, nationality region is Austria because I'm from Austria. And this year we're going to do a career mode with West Bromwich Albion. Now West Bromwich Albion are pretty much, with a certainty, the worst team in the Premier League. If we have a look through it real quick, we can see that it is only one of two teams with 3.5 stars rating. Leeds United, I think, is the better one. They got promoted in first place last year, and also they have signed a couple of 80 plus rated players in Rodrigo and Rafinha. We haven't, and yeah, I'm predicting this season to be a struggle, and I really mean that because I'm playing on ultimate difficulty, not used to playing on ultimate difficulty whatsoever, not prepared for it, and we have pretty much the worst squad in the league. And we're going to be fighting against the relegation all year, and I'm hoping that we can somehow scrap out of the relegation zone towards the back end of the season. I'm not sure what kind of points total it's going to need, which is just going to overwrite this one, to stay in the Premier League. I'm guessing it's going to be around 30-35 points, obviously aiming for the 40 points to be safe. And we desperately need a coin boost, so I really want to make sure I win the preseason tournament, so I'm going to take that one valued at 4 million because I think we have the best chance of it. And yeah, let's just have a look around the squad. We'll have around the club, we'll have a look at the squad after looking at our objectives and all. There we go, Champions Trophy. They're telling us they want us to perform nicely in preseason, nothing too important there. Transfer motivation, get that always, don't pay too much attention to it. Youth Academy report, we're going to look at that after having a look at the squad and seeing what we might need. Vision and expectations, this is what we want to see. We'll remove these other two. Let's see, objectives overview, it's going to show us Emirates FA Cup reached the round of 32 stage, that's fine. You can't be serious. They want us to, within 4 seasons, they want us to win the Premier League. We're fucking West Bromwich Albion. We're doomed to go down this season. In the Premier League this season, they want us to avoid relegation. That's not going to happen. Like, I promise you, I keep my career modes fairly realistic, and that definitely isn't going to happen. Obviously, I'd love it to happen, but I just can't see it. It's probably going to take us 6-7 years. In the youth development, they want to sign at least 3 players younger than 20 with greater potential. That probably will be done throughout the youth academy. Marketing goals, sign 1 player from a different nationality from one of the club. Okay, we'll probably definitely be doing that one. Nothing continental success. And yeah, avoid relegation, reached the round of, we saw all those before. And they want us to keep the salary growth under 10%. I'll do my best to do that. Okay, so those are our objectives. We'll have a look at the youth squad after having a look at our squad proper. Here you can see it. I had to do one transfer manually. That is the one of Callum Brandt, because he wasn't in the squad when I started out before. You can see he just came in from Huddersfield a couple of days ago. I think he's the club record signing actually at about 15 million, 16 million. And yeah, you can see our squad. It's awful, to be honest. Let me just put together what I think our best squad right now will be. It's probably Furlong. That's probably it, isn't it? Yeah, that is our best squad. I'm not sure about Matt Phillips. He is... Obviously, I think he's the longest serving player at the club. I don't really want to take a Pereira, he's our best player. And Diangana is such a great talent, I really like to play him. We definitely will be needing a new right back. If you have a look around the squad, it's the position where you have the lowest rated player. Maybe I'll try Matt Phillips out there. I'll see what the budget, what kind of opportunities we got with the budget and what kind of players maybe come up for a loan or something. But yeah, having a look around the squad, I definitely want another better centre back, probably replacing Bartley out of the starting lineup. We have a couple of options at centre back. We have Hegazi there, Kipre, or Shea, but they're all just not Premier League standards, Shotton least of all. We have Ivanovic, who just come in, the highest rated player at the club. He's coming on a free from St. Petersburg, and he's going to be very important for us to hold down the defense. We're going to stick with this formation to start out with, just keep a bit of a defensive, solid defense. Other than that, I'm fine with defense. Kieran Gibbs can stay in there, he's decent. We've got Townsend to back him up, Johnston in goal, who will be backed up by Button, and there's also Nathan Bond, who is like 27 years old, 64-80, he's not going to go up too high, so I'm probably looking to bring in a new third choice goalkeeper. At right back we have Furlong and Lee Peltier. O'Shea is more of a centre back to me. we definitely need to improve there. I'm actually, it's funny enough that Krovinovic pops up there because it doesn't necessarily have stats there, but if we can't bring someone in, I'm also considering getting Krovinovic in that position. Then on the wings we have Pereira and Diangana, backed up by Matt Phillips and Marcus Edwards, as well as Guzitsky. Now those are a lot of good wingers. We might be selling one of them. I definitely want to keep a hold of Pereira and Diangana, and also don't really want to sell Matt Phillips. He is the highest earner at the club, I do believe. We'll have a look at that in a second too. But he's just the longest serving player, and he's a very good option off the bench. If there are decent offers coming for him, I might consider it, but I'm not going to list him for transfer. Yeah, in the centre of midfield, we've got Jack Livermore and Sawyers. And if you have a look here, awful backups. Like Krovinovic is alright, but other than that, far from Premier League standard. And also, I don't think Sawyers is. Like those guys are weird. Like Livermore is this defensive solid player. He'll just be a calm player to build up the game, but he's got that high attacking work rate and medium defensive, which just doesn't quite fit his stats. And Sawyers has got not too good defending, good dribbling, good passing, like good moving forwards, and he's got low attacking work rate and high defensive. It just doesn't fit. I definitely want to replace Sawyers in the starting lineup. Oh, no, I want to continue editing. And then when you have a look at striker, we have Callum Brandt, who will definitely play at striker. I think if you convert him to a striker, he's actually going to go up in overall because I think his stats suit a striker better, with shooting being his highest attribute group. And he'll be backed up by Robinson and one of Austin and Robson Kanu. Zahara in real life has just left for Millwall for half a season on loan. We're going to look to loan him out too. And yeah, that's pretty much my initial thoughts on the squad. Let's just jump through the squad hub real quick and I'll list up the players. Like Jonathan Bond's not going to be having an impact for us. David Button is an alright backup, we'll keep him around. Sam Johnston I'm happy to have as a starter, a Man United youth prospect, or product, that's the word. At left back we have Kieran Gibbs. George Harmon can go, 54 rated, 19 years of age, he's definitely not going to make it. Connor Townsend is a good backup to Kieran Gibbs, I'm happy to have him. A lot of players are running out of contracts at this club. We'll look to address that when we're a bit into the season and have a look over what players performed how. Bernard Ivanovic is just here for the season because he's retiring at the end of it, but we're happy to just have him right now. He's going to be definitely desperately needed to show up that defense, keep us at a Premier League standard. Kyle Bartley is going to stay around, look to fight for a new contract. Ahmed Hegazi is also going to stay around. He's probably going to be a 4th or 5th choice centre back, which isn't too bad. We have a three at the back system, so he'll get his playing time. Cedric Kipre just came in, and we're going to keep him for this season, but he has to outperform his rating massively to get a longer shot in the team. Saul Shotton, definitely not good enough. He can go. Semi Ajayi, not sure how you pronounce that. He's definitely going to stay. He's probably going to start for us. Dara O'Shea at 21 years old is also going to be a good option for us. He's going to stay around. We need a lot of centre backs with us playing 3 central defenders. Lee Peltier, we're going to keep him here to make up the numbers. He's got 1 year remaining on his contract. He's 33 years old. He's worth 700,000 euros. And yeah, obviously I went for euros in the currency because I'm Austrian and I don't know how pounds work. And then we have got Donald Furlong. As you can see, our right back option is not the strongest. We definitely want another right back. But yeah, he's going to stay around as backup. Sam Field, 22 years old, 67 rated. He's not going to make it. He doesn't really have any stats that are too impressive. We'll look to sell him. Jack Livermore as our captain, and we'll definitely keep him around. And hopefully he can lead us to Premier League survival. Kyle Edwards, only 12 months remaining on his contract. He's been performing nicely in real life. We're going to keep him around to see if he performs to rectify a new contract. And Rico Richards, we're going to send out on loan at 16 years old. He just might make it. And we're going to look to get him some first team football. Callum Brandt, as I said before, we're going to convert him to a striker. Let's just go in there and do that right now. Position. I'll do the development plans off camera calmly and show you just what I went for. He's going to take 4 weeks to convert to a striker, and I'm pretty sure he's going to go up to a 74, 75 rated player once he has. Grady Diangana, also one of the club record signings at 13 million, I think, from West Ham. Was in on loan last season, had a very good season, and very excited to see what becomes of him in the coming years. Guzitsky came in January. I kind of like to sell him because we have so many good options on the wing, but he's just been here for half a year. He's been performing all right. So I think I'm going to give him a shot in the team. He's earning a lot of money at 62,000 coins. But we're going to see what he does, and maybe if there is an offer coming for him, I will consider it. But I'm not going to put him up for sale. Hakeem Harper, 67 rated. Good, well-rounded central midfielder. We'll keep him. Hopefully he'll develop. Romain Sawyers, I talked about it just before. Just a bit weird how his stats are working out, and yeah, going to look to replace him in the starting lineup, but he'll definitely stay around. Gallagher is on loan from Chelsea. Filip Kroganovic is on loan for another season. He was here last season in the Championship as well from Benfica. Mateus Pereira came in permanently from Sporting, and he was the star player of last season of the promotion campaign, and we'll look for him to be that guy again. And yeah, there's Matt Phillips I talked about. He is the highest earner at the club at 70,000 coins, and he's not even going to start for us probably unless we put him into the right wing back role. I know he doesn't have the defensive stats for it, but it's just more about having a body there, so I'm going to consider it, but I think I'm going to go for a new player. Just look to utilize Matt Phillips off the bench, and if Pereira or Diangana don't perform, I'm just going to drop them into the squad. Callum Robinson has been performing nicely in real life, scoring 2 goals against Chelsea. And Charlie Austin has got a contract expiring in 12 months, again on a lot of money. And I'm probably going to sell him because we have Callum Robinson and Callum Brandt, who are definitely ahead of him in the pecking order. And I just can't rectify having a third choice striker and a one striker system on 55k a week. Just can't work. Owen Windsor from the Royal family. I don't know if he actually is. He's probably not going to make it. 18 years, 53 rated. I'm going to list him for transfer. Robson Kano has been at the club for a long time. It's a bit of a similar situation to Charlie Austin, earning quite a bit of money, but I think he'll do fine as a third choice striker. I think he's very well liked around the Hawthorns at West Brom. So yeah, we're going to list Sahara up for loan because he's went out on loan in real life, and we'll look to get, I think he just went out on loan for half a season to Millwall. We'll also look for a half a season loan. And here you can see a lot of players who are out on loan already. None of them look too impressive. Don't know if any of them are going to do it. Maybe Callum Moulton, but we'll have a look, reassess them when they return. From the loan spell, yeah, just having a quick look through, you can see there are a load of players running out of contract. Kroganovic and Gallagher obviously in on loan. Branislav Ivanovic retiring at the end of the season. Then we have Carl Bartley, Gibbs, Guzitsky, Peltier, Bond, Robson Kano, Edwards, Townsend, Austin, Shotton, Harmon. Like half the squad is running out of contract. They'll always have to prove themselves. None of them are players which I look at and I know straight away I'm gonna want to have them here next season. So yeah, let's see how they perform. We'll just have a quick look what the wage structure is like at the club. As you can see, Matt Phillips on 70k, highest earner. Guzitsky second highest earner, so I might sell him. I might just listen. I'm gonna see early on if there's any bids coming in for him. And yeah, other than that, there's no one really who doesn't rectify his contract at all. But like Higazi, that's a bit of much money for a 4th choice centre back. We'll see if they take wage cuts, unless if they don't, they'll probably have to leave the club in the next few seasons. But yeah, that's pretty much my plans for the squad. We'll have a look at where is my emails? At the Youth Academy real quickly, and then I'm going to go away, get the scouting done, and show you what my shortlist looks like. We have Peter Flaherty. We're gonna need a goalkeeper talent because Jonathan Bond is gonna leave us, but he's probably not gonna be that guy. We'll look how he develops in the youth squad. We have Manu Jimenez. Looks like a very decent central midfielder. 59 rated, 16 years old. Potential range up to 94. 5-star weak foot. Wow, he could be a huge player for us down the line. Similar things go for Marius Lambert. There's Alexei Melnik, who looks like the standout of the youth squad with a potential range of 77 to 94, which is like higher rated than all but one of our players in the club. So yeah, a lot of these players are going to come in very handy down the line. I think I'm going to keep all of them for now. The latter two, Nicholas Baker and Matej Vesiak, are on the chopping block. I mean, they have 5-star weak foot again, but 60 to 82 in potential. It's probably not going to be towards the higher ends of those, but we'll see how that develops throughout the next months. And yeah, none of them are really merit going into the first team right now, but a lot of them we should keep an eye on, especially Melnik and Jimenez. Okay, so I'm gonna go away, find some transfer targets, and come back to you with a couple of the results from pre-season and some transfers as well. So boys, I did a lot of stuff. I put out some scouting instructions. You can see we're looking for a young goalkeeper to be backup, a first choice right back, a first choice centre back, as well as a first choice midfielder. I also did a bit of manual scouting. If I'll show you my shortlist, I put a lot of players who were once at the club on there, like Solomon Rondon, Sam Berahino, Nasser Chadley, Johnny Evans, and had a look through free agent, transfer listed and loan listed players. As you can see, we've got Kostas Mitroglou on there who's transfer listed. Probably not gonna go for many of these and look to get my players through the scouting hub. But you never know, maybe one of them can help us very much. But nothing has gone on in terms of transfers until this point, and we're in the first game of the preseason qualifier for the preseason friendly. And I figured we'd just take this opportunity and check out the new match sim. As you can see, I'm gonna go with the best squad we have available to us right now, in my opinion. And obviously we're looking to strengthen that one with the scouting instructions I set. But yeah, we're jumping into this match sim, and I'll come back to you with any highlights, and maybe I'll jump in at some point into the game just to test out how that works. Jack Livermore, Franz Pereira into Callum Brandt. Oh, big save. There we go, corner delivered, and we can't make the most of it. Another corner for us. Delivery by Pereira, and it drops to the goalkeeper. Simple save to pick up the ball. On the break, number 17, into right into center, to 44. He got the shot off, and it's blocked. Good clearance. Oh, Grant into Pereira. Hey, it's 1-0 to us. Come on. Good football. Let's go, boys. Forced out. 17 into 44. Back to 9, and it's 1-1. And you know what? We're going to take this opportunity, and we're going to be jumping into it. I just made a lot of substitutions, and okay, it is 1-1. And yeah, we're gonna look to see if we can get a winner by playing ourselves in this game. Yes, Robinson, go for the chip. Has he got it? No! Oh, certainly headed. What a good opportunity. Remains 1-1, too bad. Lapadula looks to cut back on his underfoot. Dabo, Townsend intercepts, and we'll go away on the counter. Last opportunity, no, we won't get it. Match ends 1-1. Sadly, we couldn't get the winner. Okay, with the last game ending 1-1, we're failing to get the win. We should probably be going for a win against Brest, but I don't really care about the preseason. I really want to get into some transfers, and I need to get some scouting done for that. So I'm just going to quick sim this match. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully we get the win. We go in with the same team we had last time. They get a bit more of a boost now because of the match fitness they gained. And there we go. We win 3-1 comfortably. Pereira, Livermore, and Robinson with the goals. Very good stuff. Come on. Where does that put us in the table? Benevento win against Young Boys. That'll mean we'll go top of the table. And we'll play BSC Young Boys who fail to gain any points. So we should be looking comfortable to finish, to get out of this group at least. Alright, I've got news for you boys. Sam Field is looking like he's going to Turkey. And they have offered me a player in return. Isam Chibake, 30-year-old, 71 rated right back. I'll have a quick look at him, but I don't think I'm interested. I'm going to look to get a straight transfer fee from them. No, I'm not really interested in him. I need a better quality for my right back for my new one. And yeah, I'm just going to go in and negotiate this deal, and we'll have a look what we can get from Yeni Malatyaspor for a straight up transfer fee. Remove exchange player and proposing transfer fee. We'll just go for, I don't know, 2,750 to start out with, and we'll see what they say to that. Obviously we've got like 30 million in the bank, but we're looking to bring in a lot of players, like 3 or 4 first team quality players and Premier League quality players, and that is going to be very expensive, so any penny helps. So 2,750. I'm very happy that they take that, and yeah, hopefully Sam Field is going to accept that deal. And straight back in on the day after, we get a transfer offer in for Charlie Austin from Hertha Berlin. Very interesting move that would be. I'm going to look to delegate a negotiation for this deal, and yeah, I'm going to ask for like 3 million because Hertha Berlin, they have just had an investor come in, and he's pumping a lot of money into the club, and they won't sell him for less than 2.25. Sad to see him go. He's a good player technically, but it's just not like we just have better strikers, and he's earning so much money. Hopefully he'll take that deal to go to Hertha Berlin, and Hertha Berlin accept the deal as well. I was straight back into the next game against PSG Young Boys. We're gonna go for a quick sim here again. Just do a bit of rotation in the team because a lot of players are very tired. We'll just get some players playing time, and we should be fine in qualifying from this group nevertheless. Just because we are leading it right now. We're playing bottom of the group, and yeah, would have to go. I don't even think we can. Oh no, if we lose out on goal difference, we could still drop out of it. But I'm confident we can manage it even with a rotated squad. And yeah, I think that's fine. Get a couple of players off the bench there. And there we go. We'll go for the quick sim this way. Hopefully the result will be out on our side. Come on. Ooh, Young Boys beat us 2-0. And depending on how the other game went, that could be us out still. Lustenberg and Sierra with the goals. Let's see, what was Benevento 1 that means? What does that mean? Ah, we moved to the semi-finals. Let's have a quick look how the group stage ended up then. No, not pick competition, group stage. There we go, we went through with 4 goals. Not very convincing, but nevertheless, through to the knockout rounds, and a good bit of coinage coming in, money coming in from that, I guess. Tournament prize money is 800,000 to this block point. We'll have a look through the transfer offers we received here. We've got a transfer for Semi Ajayi. A good deal, and apparently we could get up to 6 million from him, but he is in our starting plans for the team, and that's definitely one thing we can't afford right now, to just sell a starter. So we're going to check that offer, and we also got a transfer offer for George Harmon for 300,000 coins. Not even going to negotiate that one. Those kind of players I just want to have gone, and like we wouldn't get that much more for it. Like 50,000 coins, but euros isn't that much to us as a Premier League club. So yeah, come back to you if anything new happens. Loan offer has just come in for Kenneth Sohori. It is from Nunez. Is that an Argentinian side, I do believe? How can I delegate? I'd like him to delegate a short-term loan because he's only out for 6 months in real life, and we're trying to match that. As you can see, those deals are still in the offing. There we go. Hertha Berlin apparently have agreed a 2.4 million fee, and as you can see, there's still a couple of players on the transfer list we're trying to get rid of, which haven't had any offers in, but those are the kind of players we're not expecting to receive any big money for. Okay, right before we jump into a semi-finals match against Antalyaspor, we sadly have received word that Sam Field isn't going to go to Turkey. The transfer talk have broken down with Yeni Malatyaspor, so hopefully we're going to get another transfer offer in for him, because I really want to get rid of him, and he could bring in a decent amount of money, but we'll see how that goes throughout the next couple of days. We're going to go for the quick sim again. As I said, I just want to get into some transfer business, so I'm not too bothered about it. As you can see, a couple of players have changed their position, including John O'Shea, Kieran Gibbs we made a left wing back, and Pereira we made a right mid, and Townsend has become a left wing back, just so they feel more comfortable in those positions. And yeah, hopefully it helps them develop better or remain at their overall and in better shape. So yeah, this is the team we're going to send out there, and hopefully they can get this job done and get us into the final. Yes, they can. There we go. 3-1. Gallagher, Livermore, and Robinson with the goals. Pereira misses a penalty, and Podolski. Podolski scores for Antalyaspor, but it's not enough for them. Let's see who we can face in the final. Benevento and Alanyaspor drew, who won on penalties or extra time, whichever it is. It's Alanyaspor, another Turkish side. Let's see if we got any new offers. And transfer for Schotten from Servette from Switzerland. And as I did with Harmon, I'm just going to accept that one, and hopefully he will go. And yeah, anything else interesting? Tournament prize meaning 1.4 million, and hopefully we'll win the final as well to get some more. And Furlong's position modification is available as well, so we can make him a right wing back now, just to befit the formation better. And yeah, cut back to you for some more transfer business if it happens. So into the final we go. We're gonna go for a bit of a simulate/jump in match. But just in between, I need to show you that Schotten's transfer talks sadly have broken down. He's not going to leave this club. Same with George Harmon. And as well, I was unable to agree a short-term loan with Sohori, so I just went for the 1-year option. I mean, yeah, we'll just be a situation when he comes back next summer, hopefully, if he chooses to go to Nunez. So as you can see, until this point, not a single player has left our club, and Charlie Austin is still negotiating. Apparently the transfer fee wasn't agreed completely when I last looked. And yeah, we're gonna go for the sim match, but first let's have a look if we want to make any changes to the team. I think we're just gonna keep the squad out that are not too tired. And as we haven't brought in any improvements yet, yeah, we'll just leave it as it is. And hope we can get a good result in this game. No, I think the halftime whistle is just gonna go. It's 0-0, nothing much going on. Semi decent opportunity for us, but nothing really to write home about. And we'll look to continue to watch the game until maybe the 60th minute, where we probably will jump in if nothing continues to happen. And there we go. We'll just jump in right here and see if we can create a couple of opportunities, maybe score a goal. The game mode difficulty, the kit clashing a little bit there. Game mode difficulty is set to ultimate, but I have turned off competitor mode for now. I think it's a challenge enough for me. I'm not that skilled a FIFA player, and also I think the competitor mode just makes for way too unrealistic gameplay. If I do end up dominating any game on ultimate, we'll switch to competitor mode on just for realistic results rather than realistic gameplay. Gibbs will find the Ghana, who will go into Romansarius with the finesse, and ball blocked. Davidson dribbles into the box and gets a good shot off, but Sam Johnston saves. I think I'm going to go for some substitutions now just to get the match fitness up, because that's what the preseason friendlies actually are for. Guzitsky. We open like the Red Sea there. Salihotchan dinks it, and it's 1-0 to Alanyaspor. Maybe I shouldn't have jumped into the game. But we'll finish it now, and hopefully we can change the game, turn the game on its head. And Babaka looks to cut to the edge of the box. Finds Davidson into Salihotchan. Shot blocked by Ivanovic. And what's going on here? It says it's going to be a penalty. Is it? Why? Okay, we're just having a look at the beautiful face of Branislav Ivanovic now. Oh, enjoy those dancing moves. Oh yeah, let's go boys. All hail Ivanovic. What is happening? Has my game just frozen, or do I need to pause? What is... I don't understand. I'm going to make a substitution, maybe that'll fix it. We'll actually bring off Ivanovic for Krovinovic, and we'll go to a 4-2-3-1. Sawyer's in there, Harper in there. Yeah, that's fine. I'll switch around Robinson and Callum Brandt, I think. And let's see if that fixes things. Apparently it doesn't. Oh, there we go. Let's see what happens. Oh, the ball comes off the hand of Ivanovic, and I have handball turned on. And there we go. Oh, David Button saves the penalty, staking his claim for the goalkeeping spot. Wow. We remain in this game, but we need to create some opportunities now. David Button with not a huge save. Oh no, he didn't touch it. That was a bit of a weird angle. Grant gets there, but can't keep a hold of the ball, and will sadly lose the preseason tournament in the final against Alanyaspor. Very poor performance from me. I couldn't really create anything. We would have stood a way better chance if I stayed in the simulation of the match, but what can you do? We're still going to get a bit of a money injection, and that's good to see at any day. Boys, it's more bad news from the transfer market. So Rory has been loaned out, very good news for us. He's gone for a year, but Charlie Austin, another player in a long line of players which won't agree a transfer out. And I feel like I gotta trade one of those guys out. We're gonna still continue on processing through until the 1st of August and see if any interesting new players come up in the scout reports, but I have 1 or 2 names that I do want to bring in before the first game of the season, which is against Brighton. Not sure if we're gonna have time to play the game today. I had planned to do so. I'll have to cut the video up and see how we're standing for time. Alright boys, we're about to jump into our first Premier League match away against Brighton in our quest for Premier League survival. But before we do that, we need to make some improvements, and we're gonna look at improving the right back slot first, because as we discussed previously in this episode, we have gotten a Furlong, and behind him only Lee Peltier. O'Shea is now a centre back, and that's done his rating all the world of good. And yeah, That just isn't good enough for the Premier League. I was toying with the idea of playing Matt Phillips there, but it would take ages to train a position onto him. So we're gonna look at our transfer list and look at the options that I have found. Now, we talked about before, Alan Yom. He used to play for West Brom before they got relegated, transferred to Getafe. Definitely Premier League quality, proven, and wouldn't really need time to adapt even if you want to play it that realistically. Also, we've got options who are more in a classical sense at right back. Even Inigo Leque isn't one of them anymore because he has now transferred to Saint Etienne. But we have Diogo Figueiredo. It seems like West Brom have a bit of a link to the Portuguese league in signing Mateus Pereira as well as Kobinovic. And maybe Diogo Figueiredo can go into that list. A very good player going forward. Very decent, 74 rated, not necessarily as high as we're looking for. Nathan Ferguson is an ex-player of us who we might be looking to bring back some point later down the line, not right now. Carrazza is a similar player to Figueiredo, a bit more solid defensively, very well rounded. Definitely the better player of the two, 75 rated. Power free kick taker, we'd have to expect to play. Oh, this team will not sell a player. Okay, we'd have to play his release clause of 12 million for Figueiredo. We'd have to play a very cheap fee, but he just isn't really going to give us the Premier League quality we need. For Ryan Fredericks, now West Ham have recently brought in a Czech right back, Kufal, who's higher rated than him in real life, so he's probably willing to move. Not quite the right wing back player we want, although good dribbling, good crossing. He is injury prone though, so there is a risk that Furlong would have to step into his space. And I guess that was it already. We've got those as options, so it's Nyom, Fredericks, or Carrazza. I don't want Figueiredo. He's not good enough. He has very nice stats for what we're looking for, but just not good enough stats. He'd be exposed defensively, so we're gonna remove him. So I really like Carrazza. 12.4 million. I don't think I can rectify that. I need to strengthen other parts of the squad, and it seems like no other players are going to sell. I'm gonna look if we actually can't go into him. Okay, and if we want to approach to loan, they're not interested in that. I think I'm gonna go for Alan Yom then. I think right back is the position we need to improve, and you know, you never know, it might make the difference in this game. Getting a point, getting 3 points, which could be all the difference in staying up at the end of the season, and it is that's the primary goal of this season. So yeah, we're gonna go in for Alan Yom. He's not gonna cost us too much. Proven quality. It's just the kind of player we want to ensure that we survive this season. That's not me. I spent all this time beforehand creating a manager character, and I'm apparently that guy, but that's not me. What has gone on there? I have no idea, man. Let's see. We want to trade out a player, and we want it to be Charlie Austin because I desperately want to get him off the wage bill. As you can see, he's already dropped the rating and a bit in value. We're also gonna offer transfer fee on top of it, which is gonna be like 3 million. That is just above Nyom's value, and yeah, I'll happily give that up if they're interested in having Charlie Austin. They're not. They want Matt Phillips, who is our highest earner actually. Plays the same position as Nyom nominally, but we would use Nyom in at right wing back. I mean, that's not a bad deal, but I said before I don't want to get rid of Matt Phillips. I really don't. Propose other exchange player. No, I don't want to. We also have Robson Connor, who we might get rid of. I don't think we are though. No one in wingers. Who do we got? We have Sam Field. Sam Field is worth a bit, and hopefully transfer fee. Hopefully they'd be interested in having Sam Field, and we put 2.5 million on top of it. Let's see if they're having any of it. They don't want Sam Field either, so we're not going to be putting an exchange player into the deal. We only want 4.55 million. I mean, I'm just going to try going for a bit less. Hopefully they don't walk out on me here. That would look really stupid. Okay, that's a reasonable price. They'd be willing to give me Alan Yom for that, and we'll jump straight into contract negotiations and get him straight on the plane over here to play against Brighton down on the south coast. He can fly in directly to Brighton. Why do I look like that? I've got to go through the entire process of putting up a manager again. That's annoying. Alan only wants an important squad role. I was expecting crucial, but that's fine by me. Contract length of 2 years at 32 years old, that's alright for now. If he performs nicely, we will give him an extension, but for now that's okay. And, you know, spending a bit of over 4 million for 2 years of a quality player, that's, you know, you can just about do that. He doesn't want a release clause. And let's see what kind of wages he wants. He definitely wants a huge increase. Players of his rating in our club are usually having like 60k a week on them. So I'm gonna try going for 47.5. You get a big sign-on bonus of 200,000 coins as well. And we'll see what he says to that. Almost doubling his wages. Oh, he doesn't really want much more than that. 48.5 thousand. Bit larger signing bonus and an appearance bonus for after 5 games as well. That's absolutely fine. That's a good contract to play for a player of the quality of Alan Yom, and I'm fine playing that. Did I just lose my? Is that the face I created? I'm not sure what's going on there. As you can see, the predicted lineup of them includes Mopay, Martin, McAllister, Lallana, Gross, Bernardo, Veltman, White, Byrne, Lamptey and Ryan, and we'll see whether that actually is reflected in the starting lineup when we jump into the match. We're obviously going to play this one because first game of the season is quite a big one. Hopefully we'll be able to get some sort of a result against a very strong Brighton team. Here we go, Premier League opening day against Brighton. What kind of team are they putting out here? Tarek Lamptey at the right back, Dan Byrne, Ben White, Joe Veltman and Bernardo finished the back line. Pascal Gross and Lallana in central midfield, McAllister ahead of them with Henry Martin and Neil Mopai leading the line, and Matty Ryan of course is in goal. Hopefully, you know our lineup, hopefully we can do something against their 5 at the back and prevent them from scoring with our 5 defenders as well. On the ball here, they've had a lot of men flooding forward here, but he can't find a pass in Pascal Gross. Played into the box goes McAllister. McAllister back heels to Pascal Gross. Back to McAllister. Oh, good bit of play by the 2 Brighton midfielders, but Sam Johnston equal to the effort down low to his left hand side. Big save. Bernardo. Into Martin Day, Henry. We'll play in McAllister. McAllister shoots. Oh, Sam Johnston saves. I didn't know where to go there with Carl Bartley. Intercept the pass, intercept the shot. Luckily, Sam Johnston is on a very good form currently. Here we go, Pascal Gross. Is he going to go for the delivery into the near post? Mopai gets the header there. Ooh! Jack Livermore, what's going on there? Why is no one reacting? Jack Livermore clears a ball that would have luckily just gone wide, but there we go. We've got Sam Johnston at the back, keeping the balls out. Pascal Gross with the delivery from the corner. Henry wins the header, and Kieran Gibbs. No! Oh, I thought it was a good block. Apparently he handled the ball. Oh, if it continues in this fashion, because that's the 2nd time we've already conceded a handball penalty, I might have to turn the handball rule off because this is getting frustrating. I think that hits his chest. There you go. That's me. That's me. Look at that's me. Not the guy who was negotiating the Alan Yom deal before. Did you see that? Brighton have dominated this first half, so they would be full value for a lead, but hopefully Sam Johnston can deny them once again. He's going to go down the middle. Oh no! Sam Johnston was so close to it. Takes a step to his left, but just couldn't quite reach it. Neil Mopai puts Brighton into the lead, and we've got an uphill battle from here on out because we haven't created anything in this first half. And there we go. Half-time whistle goes, and we have to change up our system because going forwards, there was just no players coming forwards, and against the 5 at the back from Brighton, I think I'm going to go to a winger system where the left and right mids are pushed forwards. And yeah, I'll look to see if I can think of something else to break them down. Gross dribbles forward here. Jack Livermore goes for the slide tackle. Can't get there. Lamptey crosses it back in. Ivanovic wins it. But what happened there? Oh, my defenders just stopped. And Lallana was able to run in, and Sam Johnston didn't have any chance to save that one. Boys, keep your head in the game. What happened there? My God, like Sam Johnston could have just picked that up before Lallana got the shot away. Through his legs, the poor guy had a good game, but sadly, 2 goals conceded, and it's going to be a tough ask to get anything from this game now. And this is going to be the last chance of the game. And we're not going to even get a shot on goal away in this match. Purple plays it into McAllister. McAllister cuts back in. Is it going to be 3? No, Sam Johnson saves. And we spared an absolute thrashing by Sam Johnson. It's a 2-0 defeat. Poor performance. Couldn't create anything going forward. They're going to have to look at the tactics. Look to make some changes. And also in terms of personnel. Because Brighton might well be a relegation opponent for us. So this could turn out to be a big result. Didn't stand any chance. Hopefully we'll come back better in the next episode. Okay, as you can see here, we're the only team that played a game. Thus we're down in 20th. We're just gonna advance through the Premier League fixtures just so you can have a look at the table after the first few fixtures. Palomino interest, yeah, not too worry about that. To end out today's episode, we've got on transfer for Hal Robson-Kanu. Didn't plan to sell him, but with Charlie Austin not looking like he wants to leave, I'm just going to accept that one. Hal Robson-Kanu doesn't really have much to offer us at 69 rated at 31 years old. So hopefully he will have a nice career evening in Belgium. We can just simulate all of these. I just went for season all of my drills because I think if you go higher than that, it's just way too overpowered the system. So yeah, I went for C's, and gives us, a good basis to improve our sharpness and all, but not too good. Okay, to end today's episode, transfer for Phillips. As I said before, I do want to keep him. He is one of the longest serving players here, despite being the highest earner, not starting really in our first team, but I'm hoping he might force himself into it or something. As you can see, it's Premier League table after the first game. Only Fulham are below us, the other promoted team, and it's going to be a struggle this season. And, well, the hope is just there's going to be 3 teams worse than us. No more than that. Obviously, we'll have to perform to a better standard than we did today to reach that, and we'll make some more signings in the next episode. Let's have a look around the grounds. What were the results of the first match day? Anything interesting? Wolves beat Southampton, Chelsea beat Aston Villa, Manchester United beating Liverpool, the champions, as well as Manchester City failing to win against West Ham away. Wow, some big shocks there. Leeds winning their first game back in the Premier League after 16 years. But yeah, that will end today and the very first episode of the West Brom Career Mode. Hopefully we'll improve in the next episode. If you did enjoy this one, feel free to like, subscribe for more. And yeah, follow my Twitter down below as well. See you in the next one. Bye bye.